In Spain, the burned area has reached an unprecedented figure of around 382,000 hectares, equivalent to more than twice the size of the capital city of London. The regions most severely affected include Extremadura, Galicia, and Castile and León, where many roads and even parts of the Camino de Santiago pilgrimage route have been cut off. The fires have lasted for several weeks, leading to the deployment of up to 2,000 military personnel, along with numerous army units and international firefighting aircraft. As of now, at least 4 people have died, including firefighters. In addition, 32 people have been arrested on suspicion of arson, with another 93 under investigation. The chances of containment have increased thanks to the end of a 16-day heat wave, combined with forecasts of cooler and more humid weather. However, the widespread fires have made this summer one of the worst fire seasons since 2006. Spain's Prime Minister stated that the wildfires, burning across an area twice the size of London, would result in the declaration of disaster zones in the hardest-hit regions, paving the way for relief funding and reconstruction. Fires continued to break out in the northwest and southwest of the Iberian Peninsula on Tuesday, even though the heat wave that began more than 2 weeks earlier has subsided. Climate change has exacerbated extreme weather events, prompting a proposal for a state-level pact involving science, business, regional, and local organizations to form a unified response to the climate emergency. Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez has called for a national agreement, state pact, to address long-term climate challenges, while also emphasizing the need to change current strategies. The 2,000 troops, along with aircraft and international assistance, were deployed promptly. Dozens of arrests linked to suspected arson have helped reduce the risk of further fire outbreaks. The Portuguese president's office reported that 1 firefighter was killed and 2 others seriously injured while battling the blazes. President Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa expressed his respect for the tireless dedication of the firefighters who sacrificed their lives. This is the 2nd death recorded in Portugal's wildfires since the beginning of the year. Earlier, on August 15th, a former mayor in the Guarda region also died while assisting firefighting efforts. As of Monday morning, August 18th, about 2,000 firefighters were still working to extinguish several wildfires in northern and central Portugal. In Arganil, in central Portugal alone, more than 1,000 firefighters were deployed. The Portuguese government was forced to activate the EU Civil Protection Mechanism, UCPM, to request assistance from member states in responding to the wildfire disaster. Interior Minister Maria Lucia Amaral announced that the government had extended the special wildfire prevention and firefighting measures until Tuesday, August 19th. These measures include bans on accessing certain forest areas and using fireworks. According to preliminary data from the Portuguese Forestry Institute, nearly 185,000 hectares of forest have been burned since the beginning of this year, surpassing the 136,000 hectares recorded in 2024. The European Union has supported both countries through the emergency mechanism and deployed firefighting assistance, including aircraft and firefighting teams from Germany, France, the Netherlands, and Slovakia. In Spain, aside from the military, local authorities have also operated community support networks to protect residents and restore infrastructure. In Portugal, there are not yet many detailed reports of contributions from NGOs or private organizations. However, the activation of the UCPM, EU Civil Protection Mechanism, demonstrates close coordination with the EU and its partners. Civil society and environmental organizations in Spain and across the Mediterranean region have frequently launched reforestation and post-fire restoration campaigns, often volunteer-driven and supported by NGOs. The forest guardianship model, such as the Ramats de Foc program, uses livestock grazing to control vegetation and reduce wildfire risks, while also raising community awareness about land management. Landscape restoration and resilience building programs encourage an integrated approach based on real-world data, community consultation, and continuous adjustment to local conditions. However, many areas still lack the resources and full coordination needed for comprehensive recovery plans. The Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, has supported field visits in Catalonia to share practical solutions in post-fire restoration, urban forestry management, and landscape-based wildfire prevention. Efforts in wildfire prevention and post-fire recovery in the Mediterranean region have also been highlighted in workshops, emphasizing the importance of combining local community involvement and traditional knowledge in long-term land management. Every scene you just witnessed is not only a reminder of how fragile we are in the face of nature, but also a warning bell. If you found this video thought-provoking, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the most shocking and raw footage nature has to offer. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.